Watching the night sky. How do you find your way around the stars and constellations of the Northern Hemisphere, with no instruments needed? I am Mark. Welcome to Stargazing Basics, Directions in the Night Sky. After watching this video, you will be able to quickly find 18 constellations in the sky of North America, Europe and Russia, needing only your eyes and clear skies. It is suited best for the highlighted area. In the USA, it's the area to the north of San Francisco, Colorado Springs and Washington DC. In Europe, it's the area to the north of Madrid, Athens and Ankara. In Asia, it's to the north of Baku, Samarkand, Beijing, Seoul and Tokyo. Anyone looking up at the night sky will wonder how to find their way around. How do I recognize what is where? A long time ago, people connected the brightest stars to form recognizable patterns. They gave each pattern a name. We call these patterns constellations, and as you will see, it's real fun to find and recognize them. Our adventure starts with the Big Dipper. The real name for the entire constellation is Ursa Major, which is Latin for Big Bear or Great Bear. Let's show the Dipper zoomed in. It's called the Dipper because it looks like a ladle or a serving spoon with a handle and a bowl. Try to find it in the sky. If you can find it by yourself, you will be able to quickly find the rest of the important constellations around it. In case you wonder how large it is, it's about the size of your stretched hand when you also stretch your arm before you. Okay, we found the Great Bear. What do we do next? Extend the front two stars of the Dipper upward. You will see the pole star. Fun fact, looking at the pole star means you look in the north direction. The pole star is the main star of the Little Bear, Ursa Minor in Latin. Now extend the arrow just a little bit further to discover the faint constellation called Cepheus the King. This star pattern looks a bit like a house. Extend a bit further, slightly clockwise, and right there the beautiful constellation Cassiopeia, or the Queen, shows as a W or an M. In Holland we look at this constellation thinking of Queen Maxima. Anyway, Cassiopeia is quite clear and easy to spot, and if your sky is dark enough, you will see this sky queen backlighted by the Milky Way, faintly visible in the distance. The Great Bear, the Little Bear, the King and the Queen are visible on any clear night of the year. However, in real life they may show at a quarter turn or upside down, depending on the season and the hour you're watching them. This also goes for the rest of the constellations you will see, but don't worry, with a bit of practice you will master this just fine. Now let's find Hercules by extending the middle two stars of the Dipper's handle. We arrive at its clearest star. Hercules means strong man, yet its stars do not look so strong. It's a faint but pretty constellation, recognizable by its star square at the center. By extending the counterclockwise arc of the Dipper's handle, we reach the second brightest star in the sky, which is called Arcturus. Remember, the arc points to Arcturus. This orange star is the main star of Bootes, which means the herdsman, a sort of shepherd. Bootes looks like a kite. Next to the kite shows the northern crown, Corona Borealis. Extend the two leftmost stars of the Dipper's bowl in order to get to the brightest star of Leo, the lion. The above left star and the lower right star of the bowl can be extended to reach the two brightest stars of Gemini. Gemini means the twins. This constellation looks like its name. Now we take the two upper stars of the Dipper's bowl and extend them to show the six-sided star pattern called Auriga the Charioteer. Its brightest star is visible on any clear night of the year. Now we do something special. We connect Auriga and Gemini. Why? This part of the sky shows off the brightest star collection of the Northern Hemisphere, visible on winter evenings and nights. The form we are after is called the Winter Hexagon. It's not an official constellation, but it's a shape containing 6 constellations. We connect the Charioteer in a perpendicular line to the main star of the Bull, Taurus in Latin. The Bull shows a distinct V shape. We run away from the Bull to shoot towards the Hunter, Orion, which is easy to recognize by its 3-star belt, as well as its hourglass or bow tie shape, bordered by bright stars. From the Hunter to the Big Dog, or Canis Major. Now this star is the single most bright star in the entire sky. Off to the Little Dog, Canis Minor, and from there back to the Twins. As an extra, a beautiful open star cluster, the Pleiades, is visible near Taurus. With the naked eye it looks like a small cloud of stars. The Winter Hexagon is visible every clear winter evening and night. During autumn, the Winter Hexagon shows in the morning, before sunrise. Back to the Bear. Extend the line connecting the lower left and the upper right star of the Dipper's Bowl. You'll land at Perseus. Let's show all connections we made thus far. We will now turn to another part of the sky to show 4 more constellations. Cassiopeia, Perseus and Taurus will guide us there. With Cassiopeia again on top of the image, let's take the left 2 stars of the W form to guide us to Pegasus, the flying horse, showing upside down in this view. The stars are not that bright but show a pretty square, which is visible so well because there are no other bright stars in this region. Let's extend the 2 stars on its back to point us to the eye of the eagle, Aquila in Latin. Let's make another shape. Connect the eagle's eye to the main star of Lyra, the Lyre, which is the 3rd brightest star in the sky. Then to the tail of Cygnus, the swan, and back to the eagle's eye. This shape is called the Summer Triangle. It's visible on evenings and nights from the end of spring until autumn. In this view, the swan flies to the lower right, while the eagle flies to the upper left. When you see them in the sky, they always fly in opposite directions. These are the connections we just showed. Now you know 18 constellations. Thank you for watching this video.